So this is one of my favourite little passages in chapter 19. It's just a description of the brooch that Gilbert finds on the pavement when he's just arrived back in England. And it's at this particular point that Gilbert is saying that he distinguishes himself from the kind of naive newcomers and makes out that he's more experienced than these other people who've just come off the boat. So he's already building up to this moment of anticlimax. And what Levy's doing here is she's mocking the expectations of those who came from the colonies, and I guess this is a satire of the British society that didn't fulfil their obligations. So we've got Gilbert spying a brooch, and he describes it with hyperbole. This precious oval jewel shimmered, radiant iridescent green of a hummingbird caught by the sun. Auntie Corinne would have raised her hands to heaven to call it a sign. So there's lots of build-up going on. And then later, how he says, oh gosh, he imagines that he's going to pin it to Hortense's dress and see her touch the pin and then tilt her head to charm a smile on him. So there's lots of irony here, of course, because what this brooch turns out to be is a small piece of brown dog's shit, and that a load of flies have gathered on. So there's lots of irony. Gilbert sort of runs through the moral dilemma. Oh, perhaps I should leave it. Well, finders keepers, maybe it's rightfully mine, and so on. And then we have this classic bathos anticlimax where these black flecks suddenly pit the air, and he sees that really this jewel is just a cluster of flies on some dog excrement, and then this very significant point where he says, was this a sign? Oh, of course, maybe, he says, for one of the big-eyed newcomer boys walked straight along and stepped right in the muck. So it's kind of symbolic of the experience of many immigrants at the time. So there's an element of human folly and naivety and gullibility here with this description. Gilbert is gullible, he's taken in, and I guess it's supposed to reflect the gullibility of those who made the journey from the Caribbean only to be let down. So it's a great example of Levy conveying a serious message through comedic methods.